Hey, buckaroos, this is George Dukas, and you are listening to The Morning Ride with Jody Lee.
Hey y'all, Chad Cook and Chad Cook Band here. Just out here in my backyard enjoying the time I get home during the week, drinking a little Aquafina, and get that out of here. I ain't drinking that. I'm drinking ice cold Miller Lite, and I'm also listening to one of my favorite country stations, Texas Homegrown Radio. Y'all do me and the boys a favor. Call up Jody Lee, send him an email, send him a message, ask him to play Chad Cook Band's new stuff. We love you guys. We'll see you down the road.
It's the morning Live from the Rockstar Ranch at Texas Homegrown Studios, it's the Morning Ride.
Give me a liter of cola.
A what?
A liter of cola.
Liter of cola? Do we make liter of cola?
Well, you just order a large farva. I don't want a large farva. I want a liter of cola.
I don't know what that is.
Liter is French for give me some cola before I break farva.
All right, relax.
I gotta start the day off right there. Need a liter of coffee, please?
Can I get a liter of coffee?
Can I get a liter of coffee? Morning, Jeb Bridges.
Good morning, Jody Lee.
For those that are wearing me out, where are you at? Where's the video? Why are you not doing live stream yet? Well, I was doing the radio stuff. So you have to listen sometimes to the radio part. Sometimes you can watch the video part. So I like to throw you off. Because I don't want to forget about that I'm a radio guy, I don't want the cameras to blind me of the radio thing.
Video killed the radio star.
And actually this morning I was updating the video program. So evidently all the electricity went out here on this road last night.
Wow.
I was not here, but I get a message. Luckily my sister tells me, hey, did the power go out at your house? And I'm like, I hope not, but it did. But I haven't. Now I'm such a high-tech redneck that my phone is connected to my computer. So I'm out in the sticks and I get enough service that I connect to the computer, restart the radio, all is well.
Genius.
But that makes me want to have to, because the power went off and then I had to update everything because it's like, oh, new updates. Wish they could do that for my body. Right? You know what I mean? Like,
I would get updated for sure.
Like you could set what time, like, so if you're going to sleep,
like,
it's like
health 100, freaking stamina and endurance 100, freaking waking up in the morning, good at it,
That'll be the lie they sell us whenever they want to put the chip in. If you put this chip in, we can update your body.
No, so I was reading about. I did a little bit. I went down a rabbit hole about that. About the COVID shot thing, right? And so, like Moderna, I was kind of looking at the two different companies, and one of them was like talking about, like, their whole manifesto was about creating superhumans. Like they were talking about.
I guess they haven't watched The Boys.
Yeah. Like they did a lot of research on. It was the Moderna one, not the Pfizer one. But it was like Moderna. They had a whole like manifesto about creating superhumans and like.
I would probably get the really crappy superpower. Like
that show like is accurate though. Like I feel like how it really would be like.
They're like, what's your superpower?
I puke and then I shrink down to the size.
No, I don't. You know what I mean? There's like, I wouldn't get like flying or X-ray vision.
I get like you can swell your hands to twice their size or something like.
That would even work.
That's a crappy power.
I could jump 1 inch higher. Great, now I'm at 2 inches. What a vertical. Oh man. Well, we got Palmer Anthony coming in this morning. He'll be here around 9.
Oh yeah.
Good morning, Robert Boyd. Greatest sound man in Texas that's retired, that's not retired.
Got my favorite cup.
What's that say?
Kids got me. It says, it's not a dad bod, it's a father figure.
I don't even think I can pull that off.
Yeah, I would say that.
I did do something this morning, though, so now I got internet out here, I got internet on my TV, so I went and looked at old. Texas homegrown videos. There's a lot of old interviews on there.
Yeah.
I forgot about.
A lot of good ones.
I was like, man, I thought I was fat back then. Now I'm like, I looked pretty skinny, but at the time I thought, God, I'm fat. And I've realized it doesn't matter what weight I'm at, I'm gonna think I'm fat. So I'm like the opposite of somebody who thinks they're skinny when they're not.
The opposite.
What is that?
Body dysmorphic.
Yeah.
Body dysmorphic.
Yeah,
Yeah, like no matter what you see when you look in the mirror, like
yeah.
you always
I
pick
feel like
something out.
I feel like that Keith Whitley song. I don't go around mirrors, but for a whole different reason. I feel like Weird Al could spoof that one easy.
Weird Al. You know, he's my cousin. Learned that the other day.
No, he's not.
He's not.
I'm not believing you
Dang it,
anymore.
man.
If I ever meet one of your real cousins, they're gonna have a hard time convincing me. I'm gonna say no. Good morning, Melba. Thanks for tuning in. And Justin Hewitt, man, I haven't seen you in a minute.
Oh, yeah.
Justin, you need to come be a guest some morning and check
Come
out the
on.
studio.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm talking about.
Get Justin Hewitt in here, up and down. Let us know where you're listening at, and we'd love to give you a shout out. Again, you can watch and listen several different places. The best way, just go to our website, TexasHomegrownRadio.com. There's all the links. You can watch us on YouTube Live.
The official.
Oh, Ricky Cottle's watching YouTube Live on his TV in his house. Who would have ever thought?
Man, that's cool.
High-tech redneck right there for
That's
sure.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I can't figure out how to get this on my TV. Daggone.
And it's like, I can't get the color fixed on it. Well, it's because you have a black and white TV. You remember those?
Hell
I don't
yeah.
think they make those anymore, do they?
Man, I used to have one that was about this big. And it was like that long.
Like those you
It
carry
was
around.
deep. Like it was deep. It had an antenna that popped up on the
Yeah.
back. You pull the antenna up.
Back in my day,
in my day,
TV didn't have color.
I used to watch The Simpsons on it all the time. I could literally get one channel.
Just
channel
imagine
7.
they were yellow.
I didn't even care. You know,
That's what I love about you. You never cared of the color of a cartoon.
No, I'm not a cartoon racist. No, but you know, I remember my parents.
Justin said he's sitting in an ambulance. That's funny. I spent a lot of time there too, but not
in
the
there a
same
few
reason. Not because I worked for them.
You know, but I tell you something. I used to have one of them big camcorders. You know, the real big one that you could put a full size tape in.
Right.
And I figured out that you could watch a movie on it if you look through that damn lens. You know,
So that's how you watch movies, to VCR,
so
like a camera.
My parents, you know, I was a big troublemaker when I was a kid. You know, so I was always, you know, getting my ass whooped or getting grounded for something when I was a kid. You know, one time they took all my electronics away that I could watch anything or play any games on or anything. You know, they took my instruments, they took everything out of my room, but they left that camcorder and they left a few things. And so, like, I figured out. So I took a pair of headphones and I spliced the ends and I stuck them on RCA jacks, and then I stuck those RCAs in the out on there because there wasn't a headphone out.
Yeah.
But only one of the headphones would work. So
only in
I had
mono.
one thing on my ear, and I was looking through the thing.
Jeb is the MacGyver of audio, by the way. He's,
And I figured out how to watch a movie in there, but you know, since I only had one eye on there, like, you know, I'd watch it for 2 hours sitting there with my eye on that thing,
God.
and then whenever I would stop, I'd look around and everything
It's
looked
like a-
freaking 3D. Everything looked all messed up because one eye was all strained, you know. I'm surprised I didn't go blind off of that.
That's why you every once in a while just keep saying "arr."
There you go.
My first TV was a black and white TV, but so that I didn't feel like I was missing anything on Sundays, like my parents would take a nap on Sundays, you know, after church. And so I would just watch old westerns because they were they were black and white anyway.
Clintock.
So even if I went in the living room where there was a color TV, they were black and white. So if I watched black and white movies on my TV, then I felt like I wasn't missing anything. And I had to watch mine because I bought it with my own money, and I felt like, you know, a sense of pride watching my black and white TV.
Heck yeah, man.
But yeah, that's what I did on Sundays. I watched The Rifleman, and that was my favorite. Oh, Chuck Connors.
You know, I went when I was a kid. I used to take and stuff a towel under my door, and I'd tape the seams so that the light wouldn't show through. And then I would just turn my TV on, and I'd put a string on the plug, so if I heard somebody walking up, I'd pull the plug out, you know. But they knew because there's tape on my door and a freaking towel underneath of it, you know. But I thought I was sly.
Yeah.
But I used to stay up and watch late night TV, and I used to watch Hawaii Five-0. You remember that?
Yeah, the old one.
Yeah,
The good one. Not the
Hawaii-
new one. Not the
yeah,
new
no,
one.
no, no.
That's not the same.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't literally back in the day, but from back in the day. You know, this is the 90s here talking about. But, yeah, and I was watching Hawaii Five-0 all the time, man.
That's
You know,
awesome.
and I'd start saying, like, quotes from the show, and my dad look at me like, how do you know that?
Hey, Justin Hewitt says he got a new tune dropping soon. Well,
Really?
there's more reason to come see us.
He needs to come on the show.
Yeah, come see us. The new studio's fun, man. I feel comfortable here.
Yeah, man,
You know what I
it's-
mean? Like, it just feels like us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So much room for activities.
Jeb can use his MacGyver skills.
Hey, man, we've been creating a lot of stuff in here, man. This is like a redneck's freaking workshop in here.
Right? Yeah, it kind of is. You said it was like a man cave.
You got everything from tools to recording equipment to, I mean, shoot.
Got it all. Everything you need.
Yeah. I mean,
One-stop location.
it is one of those places.
Everything you need music-wise is here. Like, pretty much.
Yeah. When I say tools, I mean plug-ins, guitars, basses, drums,
The important
harmonicas,
tools.
steels.
The important tools, for sure. Well, I'm excited to have Palmer in. That's going to be fun. He's playing out at the Twisted J tonight, so
Very cool.
he's going to come in and...
Oh, I'm sporting some old school. I'm
Yeah,
sporting
look at
some old school.
That's an old school vest right there.
attire.
Throwback jersey.
Throw.
That's
yeah, there
what
you
it
go.
is. What it-
Just don't call it a smock.
Let's see. Let's see what the national holidays are today. It's a day of remembrance for all victims of chemical warfare.
Okay.
Does that count flatulence? I think it should. We'll throw it in there. Also, National Personal Space Day. I need my personal
Yeah,
space.
man. I mean, this is
Yeah.
good. Don't come any closer than this, all right? This is personal space day.
Some call me the personal space cowboy. It's National Mississippi Day.
Okay.
Am I humpback, I, humpback, I. Crooked letter, I. You never heard that? That's how I remembered how to spell Mississippi.
No.
Yeah. Am I?
The S's are humpbacks?
No. Is it? Or maybe
Am
that's
I
the crooked letter.
humpback, I?
Am I crooked letter, I, crooked letter, I, humpback, I. That's it. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. I knew I'd get it
That's
there.
funny. I never knew that.
Yeah, that's how I learned how to spell it.
I learned how to spell it by saying it wrong a lot. Like M-I-S-S-I-S-S-I-S-S-I-S-S-I.
Sound like you're saying
M-I-S-S-I-S-S-I-P-P-I.
ISIS. We're gonna get a call. It's National Mason Jar Day, so there's one for the moonshiners out there.
That's it.
I mean, jelly makers.
I mean,
Yeah, Mason Jar Day.
preserves.
Jeb likes to drink out of those jars.
I do.
Yeah. National Moose Day, not the animal moose, but the food.
Oh, I was
the
thinking
dessert.
hair moose. You remember hair moose? Nobody uses moose anymore, but when I was a kid, though, it was big.
That
Moose
was a big thing. When I was a kid, it was Aquanet. My mom would spray so much in the bathroom fixing her hair, and then I'd have to go to the bathroom and I'd have to hold my breath. I would run in and go, or I'd put my shirt over my face, and you could feel the burn going down your throat.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like, this
no.
can't be
This
good.
is killing me
This
for
is
sure.
before I knew anything about an ozone. Like, screw that. Screw the ozone. I'm worried about my throat and my nasal passage.
And then you figure out that if you take the Aquanet and a lighter, you can make a flamethrower. You know?
True that. It is. Get this. I'm not making this up. This is a real thing. It's stay at home because you're well day. That's the true thing. This is where this is.
gotta quit
It's,
coming
it's
up
getting
with
worse.
stuff,
It's
man.
getting worse. This is where our world is going. Stay home because you're well day, and then it's National Meth Awareness Day. Meth.
So is that where they like show on a map where all the hot spots to collect meth are? Like,
Well, I mean, they probably stay at home because they're feeling pretty good.
that's methed up, man.
That's methed up. Mike Tyson would say that's methed up.
It's methed up.
National Meth Awareness Day? Like, really? That we have a day for that now? I don't even know any
You know what we
Methodists.
need? We need a national pay attention to what the hell the government's doing day every
What?
day.
What? Well, funny you say that. It's also Computer Security Day.
Ah, 2 words that should never go together.
Yeah.
They don't work.
It's freaky to me, and it's getting worse of how when you talk about something, then it pops up on your phone.
It happens to me all the time.
All the time. It used to kind of happen. Everyone's
listening.
They don't even try to hide it anymore.
No.
And it's not even like searching on Google. It's just talking about
Yeah.
something.
No. Your phone just be next to you.
Yeah. They're always
We've
listening to
proven it.
us. Always.
We've proven it. Yeah, I remember we were sitting there and we were taking a break at a show, and you were like, "Oh my God, this thing just popped up," and then you were like, "Watch, I'll prove it's true." And you started talking about Snickers bars or like freaking guns or something.
Yeah.
It was like you just mentioned a random thing, and then
then
you were
you-
like, "Watch,"
There it was.
and then it just the first thing that popped up. It was like weird. And then again with that dude.
That's how we could get more listeners for the morning show. We'll just keep talking about products.
Well,
and
it kind of
stuff.
helps us though. We need to remember this because so you
Texas
remember
Homegrown Radio. Texas Homegrown Radio. Texas Homegrown Radio.
no, but it works.
Texas Homegrown Radio.
So it was like I was thinking about this. So you remember we were at that show the other day, and the dude's talking, and then his new single deal popped up on your Facebook feed.
Oh, yeah.
So we need to start talking about the single we dropped
Yeah.
every show loud enough to where the phone can pick it up in the audience, and all those people next time they get on their phone, it'll pop it up. Big time.
Oh, hello, Melba. She's watching from Indiana.
Hola.
I like.
I got family just across the river from y'all.
Indiana's cool. I've been to Indiana a couple times.
I got a bunch of family in Memphis, Tennessee, but also
It's pretty country.
Louisville, Kentucky, right across.
What's the weather like in Indiana right now, Melba? Let us know. I wonder if it's cold up there. Mm-hmm. It's kind of rainy and drizzly here today,
Yeah, it's kind of nasty.
but I still like it.
Feels like Oregon. Feels like Oregon today. Yeah, just kind of like
Does that make us a?
misting on you.
Does that make them an
raining a
Oregon
little.
donor because they let us borrow it?
Usually we're telling West Texas to come get us weather.
Yeah.
Now we're like, hey, Oregon, yours is way off. It's all the way down here in Texas.
Yeah, if you want to make somebody's eyes roll, just tell them that it's windy here, and somebody in West Texas will roll their eyes.
Yeah.
They're like, windy? What? I'm like, yeah, it's like 30 miles an hour, and they're like, that's a good day. That's a summer breeze.
That's nice.
Yeah.
People who ride motorcycles in Lubbock, they got to wear weights.
Do they really? Are
No,
you making that up?
I don't know. I'm just making.
No,
But our friend Cameron told me that he almost got
Looks
freaking pushed over. He was like, the thing he told me, he was like, the thing is when you're riding between buildings, like where the big buildings are, and you're like, the wind cuts through those big buildings so hard that like he was like, when I go through those, I'd have to like lean into where the wind was going to come because it pushed me right up. He's like, if you're straight up, then it'll push you right over.
That's why they have so many bars in Lubbock. You walk out and you're like, the wind just blows you right back over. Cops are like, walk a straight line. You're like, really? In this wind? They're like, good point.
I always thought like, so like I've literally like passed those tests whenever I was drunk. So I don't know how they work, Like,
Because it's...
I'm not saying I was definitely getting pulled over, but I've tried the tests.
You've tried the test.
when I was drunk, and I think I passed. You know what I'm saying? I think it was only like
But here's
30
the
years
thing,
ago that
they-
they let you drive around drinking beer in the car,
Yeah,
and it was
with
fine.
no seatbelts.
With no seatbelts.
Yeah,
I don't
funny
know
how
why
the laws
everybody,
change.
everybody got so sensitive.
Probably all the wrecks.
Maybe. Or the cops just got tired of smartasses that are drunk in the car going like, well, what do you want? You got to take a ride with us? Get in the car. We're going up to the bar. Yeah.
You sound like you were from Boston, right?
Yeah, that's what I was going
With
for.
the khakis.
The
khakis.
khakis.
The khakis. Wearing my khakis. Good morning, Jose. Good to see you. And The Rock. The Rock. He may stop by, actually. He may be The
Right
Rock.
on.
Not The Rock Johnson, but the other Rock. He may be stopping by.
Texas Rock.
Because we got Palmer Anthony coming up next. So
That's right
it'll
on.
be fun. Stick around. We want you to be with us. You can watch it again on many different things. And the best thing to do, just go to TexasHomegrownRadio.com. You'll find all the links. And then you just one click away. That's it.
like a business
Pick
card.
one you want.
Which one?
Yeah, and if you want to watch old interviews, you can do that in the meantime. But we're going to play some good music for you. I got some new stuff from Beverly Gosden. Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, she sent me some stuff. I
She
got
has
it already.
great taste in music.
I already got it put in. There. So we're gonna play that coming up during the break. Brand new stuff from Michael G. Sparker called "What I Believe Is Right."
Very cool.
We got that coming up. We also got that one from the Five and Dimers.
Ah, yes, sir.
Yeah, I got that one coming up in a second too. So stick around. It's the Morning Ride right here on Texas Homegrown Radio, and we'll be back with Palmer Anthony live from the Rockstar Ranch and Texas Homegrown Studios.
Y'all come back now here.
Would you like some coffee? I'm going to get you some nice hot coffee.
Coffee makes me a mite nervous when I drink it.
Get you going like a grande coffee from Starbucks.
Y'all give us such an enjoyable show every morning driving to work.
You're listening to the all-new Morning Ride.
It's better than coffee sometimes.
Duh.